Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Karen, and this is the journaling time. Boop, boop. I hope you're all doing wonderful. Today I want to talk about my setup, what I've been journaling in, and I don't want to show what I'm planning in because, to be honest guys, November and December has been my most crazy months. I'll leave this tune for last because these are my most used, if we may say. So let's talk about this little thing down here, and I have shared this on my Instagram before, but here it is again. This is my Nano Pocket TN, and most of the people use this for wallet because it's actually I don't know if they advertise it as a wallet. I know it says Nano. It doesn't say Nano wallet. I think it's just a Nano, but people use it as a wallet. That's what I'm trying to say. Or grocery stuff, grocery list, or whatever. I decided to put a 9A rings on this. It fit pretty well. I did measurement before I actually ordered this. I was trying to think, like, is there a size of ring that will fit this Nano and I can still have inserts in here? Like, I wonder if that's a thing. And there is an A9 ring. I bought this from the Moterm AliExpress website, profile website or whatever store, and I bought two of this because I was like, if I really like it, I may want to do it for a second one so I can exchange of leather from time to time. So that's what I did. I have a couple Nanos and I've been wanting to use it for two things. Either for, actually, I may have it here. Okay, here it is. So I got a bunch of Nanos, and my first idea for this Nano, when I first bought a Nano years ago, it was for a wallet. And then after a while, my idea was so I can actually use it as a photo album, basically. And I did this kind of like photos in here. I don't know if I want to show, but you see, so this was our concert to go see Palace, and I wanted to do an album for all the concerts I've been to. So this little pocket, this little Nano, I wanted it to use it for that. I actually haven't done much lately, so that's why, but this was my main idea, which I like. And so I took papers. All these are papers that I have bought from AliExpress that I have no use for it because and then I cut it to size to fit, like the size of a credit card, debit card. And then in the middle is the photos that I have been printing out from my Canon. And I don't know, I put colors on the edges. I make it look kind of like my aesthetic, instead of like just a paper. And I put some washi tapes here and there, maybe on the back. And then this is the front, which is the picture you're going to see when you're searching through the album. You know, this will be the back, which you can either put more pictures in the back, and kind of like every one of them have two pictures in the front and the back. But I just decided that I wanted to have one different paper in the front, one different in the back. I wanted something like this. I wanted to purchase like a pocket size in the color that I wanted, but I couldn't find it. And then I was like, okay, maybe I can find something like slightly almost smaller, but I don't know, wider. Couldn't find anything online of my liking. So I decided, since I have a lot of Nanos, I will make this into a little ring Nano journal type of situation. So I'm gonna show you my latest one that I have done, and I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna open this up so you guys can see. So I'm hoping that I am in focus here. So this is what I have created recently. I got some stuff from Tim Holt in the mail. I actually have a lot of more other stuff from Tim Holt that's coming in the mail soon, and I would try to do a video on that. If you guys want me to do a haul, I will definitely try, but I've been getting stuff from like mails recently, and I just haven't been doing any videos. But either way, I wanted to make something like a Christmassy type, but I also didn't want to use like this same old bright colors or whatever it is, or snow look, type of look. Mostly because I just didn't have the tools that I ordered to make all this other stuff. I didn't have it, and I could have just maybe made something up, but I wasn't gonna go all the way, because all of this journaling that I've been doing lately is like, I take a little bit of time, I go and start journaling something or start creating something, and that's what I've been doing lately. So it's not like I sit down and take like the whole day to do something. Like sometimes I'm in between, like I finish cooking, so while I finish cooking, I clean everything. After that, I eat, and I may journal a little bit, or I may create something while I eat and watch something. So it's not like I take a whole time and be like, okay, this is for this, you know. I have stuff to do sometimes, and I just can't really like stay a whole day and journal and leave all my stuff here, because sometimes I have to drive the van and I have to put things away. So yeah, so I got this nice little Santa Claus stamp, and I really wanted to add like a Christmassy vibe to it still, even so it was kind of like grungy, darkish type of Christmas. I said that this reminded me of Jack Frost from the Christmas movie, because it kind of is like those really icicle colors, but kind of like mean and darkish, and that's what I was like, oh, this reminds me of this. So it kind of has a vibe that it doesn't really look that bad. So I started with a light color in the beginning. I started with a light blue, and then I decided that I wanted to add more blues into it, but I didn't want it to like add very bright blues. I wanted to have a combination of both. So I decided that I would add some bright colors here in the middle, and this is kind of a green. It's a Lucky Clover, I think it is. I'm not really sure, but that's how I stamp, where it says Merry Christmas, or like it's a whole mess of two different stamps here though. But this color here, this green, is actually a kind of like a greenish blue color, and so that's what I stamp in the front. And then I added this this dark blue around it. And after I was done, I went in with some water to kind of have this little like lighter colors here and there. It ended up looking very nice, a lot better than I expected. And so I wanted to add this little bell. I wanted to add this little bell. My first idea was to put a paper clip and then put this in the paper clip, and I did, but I didn't like it. The paper clip was super long. It went all the way down here, I think, and I don't know. Then I saw this and I was like, oh, that would be super great. What if I do some Santa notes here, like some paper with like a note for Santa, and put that in there and this little bell in it. And that was like the best idea ever. I really like it. I don't know if people are just like, oh, that looks really ugly, but to be honest, I love it. It just gives me this different, unique type of vibe. It gives me like a Jack Skellington, basically, of Christmassy type. That's what it also like screams at me, and I was like, I really like it. I honestly enjoy this little guy so much, and I love this little note. I actually wrote in it as tiny as I could with my black pen. I wanted black pen in there, So looks nice. The first page says, "Dear Santa, I hope you're reading this letter. I've been a good girl, don't you think?" The "you think" is actually on the back, and I have more stuff in there, but it's very tiny. I was gonna do another paper. I was like, I don't want to overdo it, so 2 papers are fine. I have many other ideas that I come up with. This one was a very simple one. I only came up with this because I wanted to show my new washi tape. I don't know if you guys have been following me on Instagram. If you're not, you really should, because I've been trying to post more there than here, because I am not doing as many videos as I used to do years ago. Since I moved here, I've been feeling different, and things have been very different. Every year I try my best to upload as much as I can, though it doesn't seem like I do much either way. So every year I'm hoping that next year is a lot better than the one that I'm going through. We'll see. So this washi tapes I got in the mail, and I will show you one without this whole decorations here, because I did some swatches on my journal. But if you guys haven't seen my Instagram, I actually have a shop. It's called, I think it's the same name, The Journaling Type, and it's on Etsy. I will link the link for this item down below. I forgot to let you guys know, because I do live in a van. There's a lot of it's raining right now, so we can hear the rain fall and everything. So apologize for the noise if it's too loud in the video. But yeah, I really been always I always wanted to have my own stationery shop, but I also don't have the space in the van. So I thought, okay, let's start with something small. Let's start with washi tapes. I know that I can make my own washi tape and see how it goes. So let's try that and see how it goes. You know, like, I know I can do this, so let's see how it goes. So that's what I did. The washi tape the finished product ended up exactly what I wanted. It's the perfect yellow for me. Reminds me of this vintage yellow, very back then when they used to have this color before, like the red and the yellow together, like on price tags, stuff like that. But yeah, I am gonna stop and rambling and go with anything else. This is just me journaling. I have some, I'm gonna put this down because my hands are getting tired, so I can zoom it in later on. Okay. So this is just papers that I have received from this was from my first van that I own, and this was a paper that I've been hoarding for a while. I'm telling you, a while as in like almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. Crazy. And I didn't want to give it up because I really like the paper, how it looks. Wait, is this the one? I think so. Yeah, I think so, yes. And then this one right here with the warning is from a package that I received. And I put some of this little stickers that I got from the dollar store here and here. And then when you lift this up, there is some Disney tag here from my trip to Disney. And then here's the dragon from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Universal Studio. And that's basically it. And I put some washi tape in the background here. And I also left this on here. This is from the Disney tag, so I left that in there. And my next one is, this one is mushroom, basically. I love mushrooms. They're so cute. They're so adorable. I love going and finding mushrooms when we go to the forest. So I was trying to play with the Tim Holtz Distress as well again. And so I wanted to make a background with the stencil that I bought. And then I found this paper, this little page, on one of those ephemera, or one of those papers that I have bought from like AliExpress, like a little pack that brings like a bunch of paper and you can just like rip it off and glue it in. Basically, I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm saying, but whatever. I found it and then I cut it around and I actually did the background first, obviously. Did the background, I did the stencil for this squares, and then I did the edging, and I did some droplets in white, but obviously it was white with water, so it's not so good. But I did order a spray that is white spray, which is great because that means I can do some droplets here and there and not be just water and make my ink move, because that's what happened here. And I still love this. It came out really nice. I loved it so much, so I can't really complain about like how it came out, because I really like every mistake that I made or everything that it came up that it's not what I wanted. It came up a lot better than I thought it was going to. So the same one with the words. I actually did this with a pentel, I think it was, and it says explore, and then I did some coloring edges and I put some green here so it can kind of like do a transition with this very well. And then I use the same white with water droplets, and that's what happened. And I was like, I really think this looks okay. It really goes with the vibe of a mushroom, so I like that. And some stamp here. And then these are my first one that I created on here because I wanted to test this out, and I really liked it. I went very simple. I used some paper and glue it on top of the cardstock. By the way, this is from Printpression. I have a few of them actually from I was gonna buy more, but I didn't, because I did buy a couple of Tim Holt cardstock, so that's why I didn't buy from Printpression under sale. I was going to, it was 50% off, so, but I decided not to because I literally bought, I think I bought quite a few. Honestly, I should have bought more, but doesn't matter. I don't have a bigger, I say that because I can stock on stuff and I don't have to buy them in a while, but then I don't have a lot of space. So unfortunately, unless I clear out space, I really cannot buy a lot of other things to stock on them because I don't have a space. I don't have space for that. God, I can't speak. So yeah, and this is one of my favorite colors. I added this color around it. Some, I don't know, I went all ham on this. You can see this is a very darkish insert, but I kind of like it. It looks nice. It looks really pretty and very simple. And I just grab whatever I found. Oh, this paper, okay, let's put that. Oh, this sticker, okay, this washi tape that I just found wandering around, okay, let's do that. Like, sometimes I do that because I have things wandering around and I get annoyed because I want to use them, but I don't. So when I'm doing type of like samples like this one, and also samples like this one, I actually grab whatever I find anywhere that I feel like I can make something with this, or maybe I can add this in what I want to do. And it helps out because then I clear out things that, you know, now I don't have wandering around, and I'm using them, and whenever I want to go back to them and look at it, I can do that. So it's not bad. Okay guys, so let's put this away. I decided that for the sake of this video, let's go and make some tea and make a little break time. Go get some tea, go get something to drink, something to eat, order something. Hey, why, like, if you don't want to make something, order something. Okay, why make something, right? So I think this is upside down. No, actually that's fine. So let's get my stove out. We can do tea real quickly and then go back to our journaling. What you guys think, huh? Well, not our journaling. Okay, I had to clean up my pumpkin cup that I was using. Well, not clean up, just put some water in it because I'm basically gonna drink the same thing, the same tea. I think that's gonna be good enough, to be honest. That's kind of like the same thing I had earlier. Yeah, that's basically the same amount that I had earlier. I always put this back in there. I hate to lose it. I can put the tea in there and make the tea from in here, but I don't like to use my my kettle for nothing more than boiling water. That's all I want to do. Okay guys, so we're done making the tea. Now let's clean this table real quick. It's a bit wet here on this edge. It's not wet here, right? Well, if it was, the thing. Okay guys, so we're done doing that. We are finally done. Taking a little break. You guys took your break. I really hope you guys took your break, you know, because that's what's the whole point, that we all both took our breaks. So let's go now talk about my current journals that I'm using all the time. So let's talk about this passport. And this is my recent insert. I have another insert, it's not here. I put it away. After I finished with one insert, I took a couple pictures and then I put it away. I do not go back to my inserts. When I'm going through my storage, yes, I do look my inserts if I see them right there and there. And I like to look back to them, but I do not like keep them out and look at them every time or put them over here. I just need more space for when this gets chunky or when I add things here. So I don't really need another insert that is not being used or it's done. So I started with my Gallon Leather, the Everyday Book insert. I bought this a while ago, and I have like 2 inserts still left from him. I mean, from Gallon Leather, 2 or 1. I don't know, it's 1. So This was in November. I started this in November, and this was when my delivery of Hobonichi came in, and I got some stickers from the dollar store. And this paper is from one of my favorite bakery Hispanic shop here in Massachusetts, and I went there to get a sandwich, and I also went there mostly to get some baked stuff because I miss Puerto Rico and I've been hoping to eat some bakery stuff that most of the time you would buy it in Puerto Rico any season, no matter what. But here in the state, you can get it sometimes, more likely get it in December and November. So yeah, let's move on. I got some meals and stuff from DoorDash. This is a page that I got some stuff from my boyfriend and I ordering in Florida. This is from Florida, isn't it? Yeah, this is when we were in Florida, and I've been keeping this paper here. Been saving this paper, and I decided that I wanted to use every paper that I have from trips and stuff, put it away, because like I was so annoyed with seeing them everywhere and just like in little places where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this, and then I have to take all this stuff out to get one item. So it's like, no, I'm done. I need to use all this ephemera. So that's what I did. And then I ate beef flavored ramen noodle, and it tastes really good. Not as good as the chicken. I do like the chicken though, but that being said, doesn't really taste that bad. I actually bought shrimp one. I want to try that one. I'm a little bit afraid, but I really want to try it. So here I had some stamps. I got some idea from someone, and she had this notebook with a bunch of stamps on it, and she would just make like a little spread with stamps, and everything was looking so cute. And I was like, oh, I like this. I have a lot of stamps. I also want to make spreads with just stamps and decorations here and there. And she talked about using like stamps that are from one collection, so all those stamps in one spread or whatever. And I thought it was so great, and I wanted to try it. So use some distress ink everywhere, as you can see, and it came out really nice. I like this page very much. Sorry guys, I have to skip a couple pages because it was pretty personal. But this is the washi tape that I came up with. I don't know if you guys have seen it in my Instagram, but this is the washi tape. Here is the actual whole roll that comes in, like the graphics, the images that I put in. Some of the stuff I made it myself in Procreate, like this numbers here. I did copy this number from somewhere else, but I made this numbers myself. This lines and crazy stuff. This lines over here as well. Lines here. All the lines was made by me. There's a couple numbers here and there, and W's and whatever. That was also put up by me. So a lot of the stuff were made by me, and some tags didn't have anything in it, so I put some stuff in it so it looks like it came out like that, but it didn't. It was very interesting. I like my whole experience during making this washi tape, which is why I decided to be my first washi tape to come out. I really like it. This washi tape gives me a lot of vibes. Gives me a very vintage vibe. Gives me a tailor type of vibe as well. It also it reminds me of an antique shop as well, which is the name of the washi tape that I end up naming it, because it reminds me a lot of antique shop, like little tags you find here and there, little pieces of papers to the products that you see that are like very old, and they still have the regular tags on it, numbers, and 5 cents, 21 cents, 25 cents, all this stuff. Reminds me of an antique shop. That's why I wanted to go through with. And now this is my next page. This was for the Thanksgiving holiday, and I wanted to add some papers here and there. Got a lot of like a collage type of look. That's what I went for. I had a little writing here, tiny little writing. I didn't need much. And I add some citrus. What's the name of it? I forgot. Ink, distress ink on the edges, and it looks very green. This green came out really nice. I didn't thought it was gonna come out this vibrant, which it did, and I'm pretty happy. It came out really nice. So put a little tree here. It says holiday. I know this is a chicken. We did a turkey, but I couldn't find a turkey in this magazine, so I put a chicken, and that's why I cover it a little bit here and there. So, and then this paper are the gift wrap from one of the ornaments in my tree, so I wanted to add it to this whole collage spread. And then this is my next page that I worked on. I put some of this paper that I had from a year calendar from Cat in the Hat or Dr. Sue, and this is a ribbon that I got from the dollar store, which reminds me I should go back there and see if I can find any more new ribbons, but I got this from the dollar store. It came out really nice. It cuts really nice, no problem with the cutting. It glues very nice. I just used double-sided tape, and this double-sided tape glues very nice to the ribbon, and the ribbon also glues very nice to paper. I like it. And I wrote some stuff here. And then this was me trying something. I don't know what I was doing here. I never really finished what I was doing here, to be honest. So that's what I left on. And that's basically it for this. I always have this clip here so it can help me out to lay this flat whenever I need to. I have a sticker book basically that I made years ago, before like sticker book was like a actual book for putting, like a reusable book for stickers. I made this before that, before I actually bought one. So I had paper from stickers and stuff. What I did is I put them both together, I glued them together, and then I made this nice little book here where I can add stickers to it. And all the stickers have been with me for a while. I just haven't used them. Here as well, I keep stuff in there. And this I just want to keep around. I don't know why. I also have this from Gallon Leather. It comes in handy for writing straight. I love it. And I made this little tag a while ago, and I just been keeping it inside this journal. No idea. So here it is. Let's take this out of the way. This is pretty heavy, I'm telling you guys, like heavy sounds and everything. Amazing. I loved it. And then I got this a while ago. I just decided that I wanted to use it on this one. And so here I have my Pilot. I forgot the name of this, but I have my Pilot fountain pen, and this is in a fine ink, and I will show you a couple samples of how this one writes. This one I received 2 pens. My first pen was a scratchy pen. My second pen was a lot better. I believe this is my second pen. So okay, sorry about that. So here's my Twisby Diamond, and this one is the 580 ALR. It's one of my favorite to use as well from the Twisby. It's one of my favorite, and I really like it. And this one is on extra fine, but it writes like I can't even speak. This nib is actually an extra fine nib, but it writes like a fine nib. And let me double check that just to be extra sure that it's an extra fine. Yeah, it's an extra fine nib, but writes like a fine nib. And this one here is an fine nib, but writes like an extra fine nib. Complements each other. So I basically have a fine and an extra fine, even so this one is a fine, this one is an extra fine. Crazy. So I have a little notebook here that I keep all the time for my writing. I do a lot of writing here, a lot of journaling. This is from 2019, I believe, spring from 2019. Let me check. Yeah, 2019, the spring from 2019. I bought this because I wanted to try it out, and I really liked it. I never finished it. I bought this when I was in Puerto Rico, and I used to take this with me to work. I used to go to work as a cashier, take this little notebook with me and write down. Let me see if I have a sample of one of, like, you know, times like this. This was when I was in Puerto Rico, you know, so I don't want to show you too much, so if you saw something through it, that's not fine. If you didn't, just I have some personal stuff as well, so I want to go through it real quickly. But either way, that's my Hobonichi weekly. I love this. Every year I buy one, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So I want to finish this one so I can get that over with. I went to take a sip of my tea, and it's very, very hot. It burned my tongue. I regret it. Okay, guys, so this is my Hobonichi 2021, Hobonichi Weeks 2021. I haven't been using this one because I have my other one, which I recently finished as well, and I didn't want it to use any other one that it wasn't older ones that I haven't finished. So this is my 2021, and I wanted to finish it this year. So I have some stuff that I have made. You guys seen this one before in my Instagram if you're following me there. And let me see another one. I think I uploaded this picture once or something. This is unfinished, and these are little papers that I receive and stuff from orders that I have made for food and whatever, and I wanted to keep them. Sorry about that. I sighed so hard that I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on with me? More writing, and more writing. All this writing has been recently. This was yesterday, and this was one of my spread creation. This is the actual bell that I told you I was gonna use on here, on this one. This is what I was gonna use, but it was too long. I didn't want to use it on that tiny little thing. So it does fit very nice here. And if you can see, I actually am also using this ribbon as, again, I use this basically snow. Yeah, we can call it snow. I don't know how to call it. I forgot the actual word for this. But snow here, and then we have some candy, like Christmassy candy and stuff like that. And for this one and this one. And I had some paper that I ordered through AliExpress. It was like a Christmas paper, so I put this one in here. This over here is from a bag from Bath and Body Works that I like their bags in December. They're so pretty. I love that red bag, and I added that here. And this cardstock is also paper from the one that I bought from AliExpress. I do not think it's a holiday one, but I really liked it. It seems like you can use it for holiday. I love the color. It was green, so I put this over here across the ribbon across. And this is a stamp from Tim Holtz, so I stamped that on a paper, and then I cut it, and then I put it in here. And the same thing, this is images from Tim Holtz from their Christmas collection. I used that, and then I used some red color for this candy apple, I believe. And I did some of this drawings. I used a stencil to do some of that snow here, as you can see over here. I did it in the background, but nobody was gonna see that with everything being a stack on each other. So I decided to just blend with a darker red color on the edges, and then put some white of that stencil here. But I didn't have a blower or anything at that time, or maybe I did. Can't remember. And this stuff was coming out, like it wasn't holding it. So as you can see over here, didn't hold it really well, neither here. I missed this area here. I should have done more, like one more again here and another one here and maybe one over here, but I didn't. And then I put some stencil on top of this sticker, and I made this kind of like pattern, like Christmassy sweater pattern. I put this tag here with a number. I really like that. And then in here I have a picture, and I put a little ribbon tag to pull it out, and it's radio station from New York. It's a little image from radio station from New York. It's from a book that I bought in New York because I really wanted to have pictures from New York and images or drawing. And I thought that if I wanted to do that and use it in my journal, this book will come in handy because it's all about New York. So I knew I could use it for my station, for my journaling. And so Christmas for me reminds me of New York. I just love how New York is. It's so pretty in Christmas. Their lights, their decoration is just wonderful. A lot of movies are made there, and a lot of my favorite movies are made there. Or not favorite movies, but movies that I end up liking a lot are from there. And a lot of Christmas movies are from there too. And I went to New York for Christmas, and I spent Christmas in New York last year, and it was one of my favorite memories. And we did pass by a radio station, as we were across from radio station, and I thought that this could be a Christmassy type of little layout, and add a picture of a reminder of something that makes me feel happy. So radio station is not a place that makes me feel happy, but like, oh my god, radio station, yay, you know, it's not like that. But it reminds me of New York. It reminds me when we were in front of it, when we were just wandering around and relaxing and having fun and all this stuff. So that's why I added a radio station picture here. Also, I wanted something that I have seen before, not something that I know is in New York but I never seen. So that's why I chose the radio station. They had a Statue of Liberty as well in the book, but I don't want that. And then this one I'm gonna cover, but I did a little bit of blues around it, kind of keep with that Christmassy aesthetic. You guys, you know, colors that they use a lot in Christmas are blue, red, green, all these other colors. So I thought I should just do just blue around it. These are paper from my typewriter when I had it, and I was writing in my typewriter, and some of them I kept there because I liked them. Some of them were poems that I wrote that I have no sense on it. Some of them either I was kind of like depressed and I was going through something, so I wrote in it. You know, I have one here. It says another story that is not being told, and I like that. And I actually glued that one on this side, and I did some writing here. My next page is this one. Sorry, I went very quickly. I just don't want to show a lot in here because there's a lot of writing and it's personal, okay? Sorry about that. This is my next page. I needed to see this real quick. Okay. It's my next page, and this is a mix of like collaging as well. I took these images from what is it called? From the same place that I took the image. Oh wait, it's not on this one, is it? No, I took this image the same as I took the one from the passport from a magazine. I cut the inside of this wreath, and I put some background of the snowflakes. There we go, snowflakes. And then I put a reindeer here, which it didn't actually go fill it up very well. So I kind of stamped it again, but it's obviously did not stamp in this right place. Slightly slightly down, and so I was okay with that. I really didn't care much. And then I added a bunch of that snowflakes over here with that blue, really, really pretty. And I added this like triangles, I mean, not triangles, diamond shaped with this little dot. I really like it, with red. And I put this washi tape here. This is from Creativity and Ink, I believe it is. She came up with this new washi tape for the holiday. I bought 2 of them because Winnie the Pooh is my favorite, Christmas is my favorite, and Winnie the Pooh and Christmas stuff is my favorite too. So I wanted to add it to a journaling spread for a while, so I wanted to add it to this one. And then I took the edges and I used a brown color and a lighter brown color, and I shaded the edges to make it look more vintage. And it really does look like that. This one looks very much like that. I have seen this type of paper for like this edges like this with something like this as a background, or basically this as a background, and reminds me of like cardstock that I've seen around. I know I've seen this before, and I really liked it. I really did. And so next one here is just a bunch of stickers, sorry, from what's it called? The stickers? Yeah, I forgot. Can you believe that? I was thinking about this all day yesterday because I did this one yesterday. I wanted to keep journaling. I need something to work on sometimes. So I forgot what was this called. It's so odd because I have talked about this so many times, not with you guys, but by myself. I really like this tiny dolls. They're so cute. LOL dolls. LOL. Is that the LOL dolls? Oh, I can't tell now. I don't know. Either way, I had a bunch of them that I bought from the dollar store, and I feel bad buying this stuff when I knew I wasn't really gonna use them as much, because yes, I'm like, oh, that's cute, I can add it to my, to my journaling here and there, but I know for sure I'm not gonna add them. I'm not going to. I don't like anything that is too girly or stuff like that. I don't like adding those to my regular journals. But one thing I do like is collaging, and I love collaging stickers. It's hard for me sometimes, collaging stickers, because I'm like, oh, I want this one to pick through, but I don't want this one too high, but I don't care if this one high, but this is the one that I put on top. Why I did that? Oh, I can't remove it. So that's the one thing I do not like about collaging stickers, because I sometimes like everything and I want them all to show. But I try my best on this one to not care so much and put a bunch of stickers here and there. And this 3 ones in the middle, as you can see, if you can notice that. And then I put some edge of pink distress ink on the edges, and I dab a couple of the pink in here, and that was it. That was basically it, and I'm done. And now I feel like I like this spread because I look at it, I was like, oh, those are so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, I like this style. But at the same time, I use them. I don't have to worry about it, and I also don't feel bad because I didn't use them. Like, they're all here. They bring me joy when I look at them, even if I would not use them on a regular journaling. I don't know if that makes sense. So I cover a little bit here and there. I didn't cover much here. But this was a spread that yesterday. It's not very well done. As you can see, I glued this one very bad. And believe me, it's bothering me. I wanted to take it off, but I try, and it's very glue in there, so I'm trying to ignore it. So I had a bunch of little images that I cut from the Mean Girl graphic design that they have, or comic book, and I've been having it for a while, so I decided that I wanted to use them because I've been trying to clear up my space. I'm getting new stuff coming in, and every single time it seems like I keep keeping ephemerals, things that I find, and whatever. So I decided that this journal will have a lot of both, and when I journal, I try my best to use a lot of the pictures that I've been hoarding for a while, so that I can get rid of them and get new hoarding images that I want to hoard for a little while. So that's what the spread is. Very simple. I honestly just wanted to write about something because I wrote here and I felt like I wanted to write more, and so I made the spread and also made a little bit of how it was feeling here. I actually wanted to write more, so I couldn't resist the not writing. It's been a while, and I actually went here. See if I can find it. Actually around here though. Here, I went here yesterday and I kept writing over here. So I wrote a lot yesterday. I was feeling like I needed to talk to someone. I needed to say stuff, and this was the best way I could just like say what I need to say, and you know. So that's basically it. Some pictures here and there. I really hope I was in focus and you guys got to see a lot. I'm sorry if this is too orange. I would try to edit this in the video so that it won't get too orange. But basically this is my setup, guys. I've been journaling on this Hobonichi Wicks for a while because I felt that, one, I had it and I started it this year, and I started this journal oh my gosh, this 2021. I think I started it this year, last year. Yeah, I started this journal last year, and I rarely used it because I had another Hobonichi Weeks that I was using. So I was like, okay, never mind, let's put this aside. I finished my other Hobonichi Weeks, and then I started with this one, and I wanted to use larger stuff. I wanted to use, you know, bigger images and stuff like that. I just couldn't do that here. So I love having the weeks because the weeks is handy for when I want to write more, whenever I want to do more creations, like be more creative. And now that the passport, you can't be like that. You actually can, but my hands get cramped up really easily, so I prefer using this one when I'm creating. I love writing, I love journaling, I love taking this on my trips because there are a memory that I love and would love to keep forever. And having an insert that I can go back to it and read it or just look at it makes me feel so good. And that's why I like Hobonichi when it comes up with this new different Hobonichi covers, Hobonichi Wicks covers, or the cover of the Hobonichi Weeks are very different. I always come up with different drawings, different people makes them. Somebody made this, somebody made that, or whatever it is, the backstory of it is so interesting. And you use that on whatever you're doing, and you're like, oh, I remember this journal. I used it for this. This is when Hobonichi did this, and this is la 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 la. And it always have like this type of memory. That's what I like. I am a very nostalgic person, and I love making memory with everything. I like making memories. Even with my covers, I look back to it, it's like I remember using this cover for the first time when I had it. I was doing this and this and that. And points in your life when you're using something and you're going through something in your life, sometimes those things reminds you of it, and I love it. I'm a very nostalgic type of person, which my dad, he doesn't like being nostalgic because it makes him sad. Makes me want to, maybe one day I will have something like that again, or maybe one day I will have something like that but better, or I will be able to enjoy it more, or I will be able to keep it, you know. It won't be just a memory, it will be something that I will be able to enjoy every day. So that's what I go for. And I'm sorry if this video has been very, very long, but journaling is very inspiring. Although I am gonna say that I have months where I don't want to journal. I have months where I don't really want to pick up my journal because I feel bad because I don't have the motivation to journal, but I want to. And it happens a lot. Sometimes I feel like I have no motivation at all to journal, and I don't. Sometimes that's why I don't buy stationery, because I don't feel any motivation. So I'm like, why am I gonna buy this when I don't even want to journal? I don't even want to write. I don't even want to create. Why would I spend money on this? And so that's what happens to me sometimes. But I am trying to journal a bit more. This is the first time in a while that I've been journaling every day for the past 3 days, or at least creating something, and I've been enjoying myself a lot more and more. So honestly, I really hope today I take a little bit of break and journal, or tomorrow take a little break and journal. I want to keep happy stuff in me so that I can see the happy things, not always just go into the bad things or the negative things. It's bad. It's dumb thinking like that sometimes, because it just consumes your day, your time, instead of spending on something better. So I'm trying my hardest. And if you're going through something like this, I'm with you, okay? We will try our best, and things are gonna work out. And the more work you put in and the more you want it, the more you're gonna get it. You have to go for it and want it and try it. Don't just like want it and don't do anything. Just want it, try it. If it didn't go well, that's fine. You can try it later, or if you don't feel like trying it at all, don't even try it again, or don't try it. I don't put pressure on you, okay? Try whenever you feel like. But not too late though. If you have the moment, do it there. And if you don't like it, you never have to do it again. That's how I look at it, and that's how I told my boyfriend all the time. If I don't like this, I would try it once. If I don't like it, I would never do it again. And that's how I do it. And if I don't feel like doing it at all because of some stuff, or because I'm feeling very anxious, whatever it is that is going through me, and I feel like I can't do it, I will not do it, because it won't make me feel better. It will make me feel worse, and we don't want that. That's about it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. I had a lot of fun making this. I've been meaning to make a video for a while, and I just haven't done it, but here it is. I'm happy that you guys are here. I'm happy that you guys are watching this. If you're not subscribed, again, you should really subscribe, and you should follow me on my Instagram, because I do post there a lot more often than I post here lately. So you really should follow me there, and I will see you all in my next one. Have a wonderful December. I will try to post at least 1 or 2 more videos before this year end online, so you guys can get a celebration with me. Maybe I will do a whole month kind of vlogish and a little journaling at the end. You know what? This year, December, is one of my favorite years, so I'm gonna try and do a little vlogish of this whole month, and at the end of this month I'm gonna try and upload a vlog with a type of journaling moment at the end of the video. Okay, so you guys should subscribe to my channel so you can see that when it comes up. Okay, so I will see you all later. Thank you so much for watching again, and have a wonderful day, guys. Okay, God bless you all. Have a wonderful day and take care. Bye, guys. Love you all. Thank you for watching. From watching? It sounds like a good word. Eh.